Students, how are you? I hope you're fine. Today we're gonna have chapter 2, Economic Systems, section 3, the market economies. We talked about before the uh, four types of the market of the economic system. Of the economic systems, we took before the command economy, the market economy, the mixed economy, and we're gonna have today more about the market economy. Some keywords we are gonna use: free enterprise, voluntary exchange, private property rights, profit motive, competition, consumer sovereignty, and mixed modified free enterprise economy. By the end of the lesson, we are gonna know how to describe what a market is and how it works, identify the main features of a market economy, analyze how the circular flow model represents economic activity in a market economy, explain advantages and the disadvantages of market economy. Let's start. I have here a real world market economy. I have here some concepts here of this kind of economy. In a market economies, people's economic behavior is motivated by what? By self-interest, what they want. Self-interest leads to private property rights. Okay, so focus now. So I'm having something called private property right, which are rights of individuals. This is my right, and groups to own their own property. Okay, so property means what does it mean? Property that I will own. Property here means everything that individual owns, including factories, clothes, houses, cars, money, even intellectual property like songs, ideas developed by inventions. So if you have here a song that you wrote, so you go and here put it by your name. The market, you will own it. I mean, the market here, or any place or situation in which people buy and sell resources, of course, and goods, and also services. A market could be anything from a farmer's market to a supermarket. Private property and markets: large or small, real or virtual. Virtual.com, I mean on the internet. The market is where people can exchange what? Their private property for someone's else. Clear ownership. Clear ownership, what does it mean? Is vital to any sale of exchange private property rights. It's very important to sell something to have a clear ownership, to make markets work properly, because buyers have to be able to trust sellers. So when I buy something, I have to trust the seller. For example, if you want to buy an apartment, I have to know the owner of the apartment. Is the ownership is correct or not? Okay, so I have to trust the seller to be able to buy the product. In protecting private property rights, so that producers have motivation and consumers have trust, right? So consumers have trust and producers have motivation to attract me to, yes, to here buy your product. The government performs here and performs an important role in the market economy. So the government has role here, of course it has a role here. And we have here limited government involvement. What's the limited government involvement here? Can you see the pictures? Yes, we have here laissez-faire economy. Laissez-faire economy, is it French here or what? Let's see together, guys. Okay, so I have here in a market economy, it's the government's job to stay out of the economy. It's the government's job. In the market economy, it's a free one. So the government's job, stay out of the economy, please. This is called laissez-faire. Laissez-faire, which is a French for leave things alone. Laissez-faire is often paired with capitalism, which is the foundation of market economy. So capitalism, as I told you in the last session, here I'm talking about what? Market economy. So This is here capitalism. Capitalism operates on the belief that on their own producers will create the goods and services that consumers what of course demand. Okay, they want, demand. Therefore, there is no need for government involvement. So we don't need the government now. Laissez-faire capitalism is the pure market economy. Laissez-faire is the pure market economy. However, there are no pure market economies, guys, in the real world. All market economies have some, of course, government involvement, like what here Hanako. So let's complete. I have here something called voluntary exchange in voluntary. Is it science here? No, voluntary exchange in markets. So I have here. So when a buyer and seller agree to do business together, they engage in a voluntary exchange. Okay, let's see this picture. I wish I had a rock. I wish I had a stick. So this is the birth of free market economies, right? So this is a trade in which the parties involved anticipate the benefits with outweigh the cost. So they here compare, yes, they compare the benefits with the costs. In most market, in most market economies, the product is exchanged for money. So self-interest guides voluntary exchange because we go back to the self-interest. What benefit me? Here, sellers are likely wanting a profit, of course. Every seller wants what? Wants a profit, a financial gain from a business transaction, and buyers are serving self interest, their preferences. So they are taking what? They are taking benefit, which is called preferences. Here I prefer a rock, I prefer a stick. So this is what? This is the exchange. Competition and consumer sovereignty. What does it mean? Let's see together. Here I have market economies are also characterized by what? Economies here characterized by competition, of course, competition. We have competitions between here the producers, the effort of two or more people acting independently to get the business of others by offering the best deal. So I'm as a producer, I'm going to offer you the best deal to get it, to attract you to choose my here product or service rather than other competitors, right? You are free to decide whatever product you want. This gives the consumer the real power in the market. Consumer sovereignty, what does it mean? Is the idea that because consumers are free, I'm free as a consumer to choose or to purchase what they want and to refuse products that they do not want. So they have here the ultimate control over what is produced. So this is what sovereignty here, the full control. This is the meaning of, yes, and it's written here sovereignty means supreme authority here. Is it clear? I think it is a basic economic principle here. As a consumer, I'm like a king. What consumers want, businesses produce. Okay, so let's complete specialization and markets. A market economy encourages here efficient use of resources, we know, by allowing people and businesses to specialize in what they do best. So, specializing in what? What you do best. So, you have the right to do what to choose, what suits you as producer. Okay, specialization of labor leads to an increase in wealth and productivity, and this will lead to very good increase in the wealth and productivity. Specialization is what? Is a situation in which people concentrate their efforts in the areas in which they have an advantage. So when I say specialization, it's like here a situation people will concentrate their efforts in the areas that they have the advantage. So I have the advantage in this area, I will specialize in this specific area. People specialize by taking what? How can I specialize in this area? by taking, of course, jobs they are good at, make money, and then they can buy what they need. Economics essentials. Let's see together this one. I have here fundamentals of a market economy. Private property, the one here, private property. Let's, okay, I want to, this one. Private property here, buyers and sellers are free to own and use private property, and this is very good for both here, buyers and sellers. It's not under the control of just the government. The government involvement here, buyers and sellers must be free to operate with minimal government intervention. Buyers and sellers also feel free here to operate with the minimal means here the government intervention, it's not wide intervention, just minimum here intervention or control, I mean. Specialization, buyers and sellers are able to concentrate their efforts, as we said, in areas with where they have the most here advantage. I have here consumer sovereignty. Buyers can exercise their dominance here over what is produced by freely deciding whether to buy or not to buy. Competition, sellers are free to attempt here to get the business of others by offering their best deal. Profit, sellers are free to attempt to maximize their profits. Voluntary exchange, when a buyer and a seller, me and you, agree to do business together, each believes that the benefits outweigh the costs. Okay. Circular flow in market economies. All of the fundamental characteristics combine to allow market economy to function. So we are having here what? We are having here the characters they combine together to to allow market economy to what? To function, to operate correctly. And you can see these characteristics in a circular flow model as this one, which visualizes here how all the interaction occur in a market economy, the interaction here between the characters. Households which are made up of households made up of what? Individuals, of course, like you, and businesses, the companies. It also shows the two markets where the households and the businesses meet. That for, of course, what? Goods and services. Okay, and here we are, the resource market. The resource market, household sells, business buy. So the individuals here sell, the businesses buy. Then the money, income, wages, rents, interest, profit goes to the households again. But this time the household here also sell resources, and then the business here, then the households buy the products, right? Then I have here the product market. In the product market, the business here sell, household buy. Okay, just a moment. After this, and we took this before, the circular flow, let's talk about this. Product markets. Step by step to understand this well. The market for goods and services is called the product market. So, together, the market here for goods and services is called what? Product market. Product for goods and service. Easy one. Okay. This is the market you properly know best. Of course, you know this market. It's not so much a place, it's a set of activities. So, guys, this is not, I'm not talking about that this is just supermarket or shop or retail. No, no. It's here the idea of a set of activities done in this place, set of activities, buying and selling certain goods and services. Whenever or wherever individuals purchase goods or services, they are doing so in a, yep, Product market. I think you understood it. Of course, business firms to households, households to business firms. Factor markets. To run a business, firms must purchase what they need from the factor market. Here, you want to run a business, okay? So the firms must purchase what they need from the factor market. The market for the factors of production, like what are the factors of production? This is very important question. You may be asked this in your quiz. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. I have to study this very much. What are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. In the factor market, businesses are the customers, because businesses here, yes, buy. So in the factor market, businesses here are the customer, and I will explain this again. And individuals are the producers. Example, let's see an example to understand this. Here we have a restaurant buy your labor as a server. Here, a restaurant. As we see here, this is a restaurant. A restaurant here buys your labor as a server. Okay, so this is what? This is a factor market. This is a factor market. Advantages. Do you have advantages for the of a market economy? Of course, yes. Economic freedom. Here in the market, and we talked about this before, economic freedom and political freedom also, yes, are chief here advantages in market economy. Important advantages in market economy: individuals are free to develop their interests and talents in work they find satisfying. The government here is not heavily involved in the economy. It has a control, but slight control. The profit motive here serves as a reward for hard work and innovations. So producers and consumers are very here motivated. We have disadvantages for this economy. Yes, we have disadvantages here. In a pure market economy, the economic good of the individual is the primary focus. So there is no strong mechanism for providing public goods and services. So, like national defense, weapons, I mean, because it would not be profitable from a strictly economic viewpoint to do so. So, here we have here in the free market, the pure free market economy, this economy or this kind of economies, we have here lack of here or shortage of very important here goods, like what, like here the national defense, the weapons, because it's not profitable. Also, it does not provide security to those who, because of sickness or age, of course, cannot be economically productive, because here some people are got old, so it doesn't here protect them. It cannot stop unequal distribution of wealth, of course, because here when government it act in behalf of what, of the equality in the society. This is why most market economies have some government involvement, and we will study this in section 4. So I have here group questions, I have here some questions I want you to look at. What is an economy? What's a pure economy? What's a mixed economy? Would you rather live in a mixed, planned, or market economy? Why? And that's it. I hope you understood the lesson. It's a very interesting one. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.